Year 24 of the Horseman. Laguna, Brazil. I always knew I would see Famine again. Call it intuition, but I knew that fucker would come back. The coastal breeze blows against my skirt and ruffles my dark hair. Nearby, a woman gives me a dirty look. I stand with what's left of my town, our bodies lining the road. I don't know why the rest of Laguna is still here. They don't have the same excuse that I do. I glance at Elvita. The aging madam's face is resolute. If she's frightened, she doesn't show it. She should be frightened, but I don't tell her that. I follow her gaze to the empty road that curves out of sight around one of the hills Laguna is nestled against. It's ominously silent. Most of the seaside town where I spent the last 5 years is abandoned. Our neighbors have locked up their homes, packed up whatever valuable possessions they own, and retreated. Even most of the bordello's inhabitants have slipped out when no one was looking. I don't know if they'll come back. I don't know if anything will go back to the way it once was. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about that. An older woman bumps my shoulder as she passes by.
Slut.
I turn, catching her icy gaze. Last night, your son called me something a little different. I give her a wink. The woman gasps, looking thoroughly scandalized, but bustles on.
Stop picking fights.
What? I give her an innocent look. I'm defending my honor. She huffs out a laugh, but her eyes are back on the road, the weathered skin around them pinched. Alongside me, people hold jugs of wine, sacks of coffee beans, buckets of freshly caught fish, baskets of flower petals to shower the ground with, purses filled with jewelry, stacks of the finest fabrics, and everything in between. All of it tribute fit for a ruler. I'm not sure the Horseman is going to give a shit. In fact, I'm pretty sure sticking around was a supremely bad idea. And this is coming from the queen of bad ideas. At least I have my own excuse. Elvita and the rest of these people have none. The minutes turn to hours, all of us silent and somber. Maybe he's not coming after all. Laguna is a slip of a town hardly worth a horseman's notice. Anitopolis was hardly worth his notice either, but that didn't stop him from wiping it clear away. A murmur rises through the line of people. He's here. Even if the crowd hadn't reacted, I'd sense the change in the air itself. At the thought of Famine, I feel a cocktail of emotions. Curiosity, old pain, anticipation most of all. And then I see him, the Reaper. He sits astride his coal-black horse, his bronze armor shining so bright that it nearly obscures the huge scythe strapped to his back. He comes to a stop in the middle of the battered highway that bridges the two sides of my city. Even this far away, my breath catches, and my eyes actually sting. I can't say what I'm feeling, only that my professional facade is slipping away at the sight of Famine. He's more otherworldly than I remembered. Even after revisiting the memory of him over and over again, the sight of him in the flesh is startling. Next to me, Elvita sucks in a shocked breath. The Reaper, so named for the scythe he carries, and his horse are still as statues. He's too far away for me to make out those piercing green eyes of his or his curling hair. But I can tell he's taking us all in. I can't imagine he's much impressed. After several long minutes, Famine nudges his steed into action, and his horse begins to trot down the bridge. People toss flowers into the road, littering the path with brightly colored blooms. Ever so slowly, he gets closer and closer to me. My heart is thundering, and then he's passing me by, looking like a god. His hair is the color of melted caramel, his sun-kissed skin only a shade or two lighter. There's the sharp, chiseled line of his jaw, the high brow and cheekbones, and the haughty curve of his lips. Most striking of all are those moss-green eyes of his, devilish eyes. His shoulders are broad, and that bronze armor embossed with spiraling floral designs fits snugly against his powerful, sculpted physique. Up close, his beauty is a shock to my system. Far more otherworldly than I remembered. Despite Famine's handsome features and my own breathless excitement, the first true tendrils of fear take